You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, what the way, King Dingbat here. Welcome to day 9 of practice, and we are 1 month away from the historical beating the Eagles are going to put on the Cowboys. 1 month away. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? Easy, what's going on? Logan Motorsports, Chris North, Philly Special 209, Twits, James Worthy, Odell Boy, Donnie Four, Oz, Rod Exeric, what's going on? Shaquille, HS Ukraine, what's going on? Nick, what is going on? FaZe Rockwell, what's up with you and Joey? What do you mean? Explain. Punjab, what's going on? Rebel, what's up? Lacey for Twits, AC, Caleb, Donald, Master, Dashi, Leon Banks, my man, what's up? Gunny Mac 4, Jalen, Joseph, anybody I miss? Richard, thank you guys for being here. Jimbo, Doobie, thank you so much. Big D, jump right into practice because, hold on. I hate the new buttons on these things. All right, so let's go now. There we go. All right, so the Eagles are out working. I haven't seen the injury report yet at all, so we'll see who's on it. Here's some drills going on. Eagles running backs getting something. They were working on special teams. I saw this earlier. So they're working on some special team stuff. Happy birthday, Clyde Simmons, the most underrated Philadelphia Eagle of that era. Should be borderline Hall of Famer himself. Grant Calcaterra long snapping, interesting. What's up, Jedi Master? What's happening? Cowboys won't score 17 against the. They'll get garbage points, when the game's out of hand. Do you think we have some great? We have so many great linebackers would run 3-4 defense. Maybe. I guess you could. I think in today's football, I think it does well to be able to play in multiple type fronts. Will they do that? I don't know. Anthony, what's up? He goes, it's up September 4th. Let's get on. I know, right? Cannot wait. More. Okay, here we go. So here is what I want to see. Will not practice. Let's look at this. Let's get me off of there. Let's get this. All right. Will not practice Zach Bond. No surprise. A.J. Brown. I saw A.J. Brown walking around earlier. I think it's more precautionary. It's probably not that bad. Sign hamstring, Montreal Johnson hamstring, Trevor Keegan back, Terrence Marshall knee, Byron Young is now on there with a groin. Limited, Charlie Hewlett neck, Mac McWilliams quad, Makuba shoulder, Noel Smith concussion, and then Sumarin is back. Now, Vic Fangio, I don't know if you heard him. He spoke earlier today. Man, one of the things that he said was Makuba ain't playing, is unlikely to play Thursday, which really, really sucks. A.J. Brown, yeah, he's all right. He'll be fine. Josh, what's going on, my man? Barkley rushed for 150 plus. I would not be surprised. We're going to put bet to, oh, absolutely. Take anyways, from Vic Precious corner, big takeaway was Rick's turning heads. Really, yeah. The two big takeaways for me was I was disappointed that Makuba's unlikely to play, and then the other thing is it was when I heard him talk about Sidney Brown and the safeties, and then talk about Cooper DeJean and the safeties, right? When he talked about Cooper DeJean in the safety being a safety, he was a lot more positive than he talked about the other guys. It was like, yeah, Sidney Brown's got to work on stuff, and he'll be all right. But when he talked about Cooper, he'll be a good safety. I think Vic Fangio wants to put Cooper DeJean at safety. I'm just being honest. With the way the Birds typically struggle early in games, not playing the starters in the preseason, I'm confident in the first Clownboys game. I'm not confident. You don't even know what we're going to get out of them though, because it's hard when you get a new team with a new coach. They come in. How smooth are they going to look? How much are they going to play in the preseason, the Cowboys? And how much are the Eagles going to, we know the Eagles won't play. But, if you look at last year in Brazil, it was very rusty. The Eagles were very rusty for about, a quarter? And then all of a sudden, it was it. So I think we'll be all right. A lot of safety talk. Maybe we have a cornerback 2 set. Well, he said he thought Ringo and Adoree were having a decent camp. So he said, yeah, they're having good camp, both of them. So maybe I tend to believe that this is more I tend to believe the bigger problem is the safety position, not the cornerback position. Now, what's funny to me is I keep getting these Cowboy fans, and they're like, how are you going to stop Pickens and CeeDee Lamb? You're going to have Ringo on them? I'm like, no. You put CeeDee Lamb in the slot. That means Cooper DeJean's on him, locked down, good night. Then you put Pickens, you just put Q on him. Q's learning how to play both sides, and that's it. That means Ringo and or Dory are going to be not playing either two of those guys. Game's over. Eagles since 2016, Eagles are 8-1 opening games. That's good. They're going to move Cooper safety, aren't they? It feels like, to me, Anthony, it feels like it's inevitable. And I don't think it'll be a permanent thing. But I don't know, man. When I heard him talk about, the rumors going into camp early were Vic Fangio loves Cooper DeJean at safety. He loves him at safety. But, he wasn't going to move him out of the slot. But he was going to teach him some safety so he could basically be, on the field in base defense. But I don't know, man. The more I hear him talk about it, the more I think it's like, man, he definitely likes that. James says, I definitely can see him moving Coop. Yeah, I can too. A lot of times, guys that can play slot corners for the Eagles also can play free safety. So, what we're going to see, it'll be interesting. Fans could do this again every year, crying about not playing in the preseason, and we've been healthier teams, and y'all don't talk. No, I could care less. You're not going to hear me complain about anything in the preseason. I keep my mouth shut. They win Super Bowls. They stay healthy. I keep my mouth shut. Does it mean that we'll be a little bit rusty to start the game? Probably the first quarter will probably be sloppy. 500. We have the Philadelphia Eagles football this week. We are back. Who are you most interested in watching during preseason? Well, my most interested would be to see the battle at the safety spot, to see the second tight ends. I really want to see who starts to step up at that second tight end spot. I also want to watch that cornerback. I'm hoping that Adoree and Ringo will get some playing time because there's a competition going there. But, it's going to be interesting. I think the way the Eagles look at it is, I think they look at it like we need him on the field. He just needs to be on the field, whether he's in the slot, whether he's at safety. But my take out of what we heard was just, man, I don't know. Vic sounded a lot happier, talking about Cooper DeJean at safety than anything else. I mean, it was apparent. The other guys were like, yeah. When it came Cooper DeJean made this play and he made this play, and Cooper DeJean, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's what I took out of it. He seems like he really likes him there. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I trust them whatever they do. Matt is the new nickel, and Ringo Adore cornerback 2. Then Cooper moves safety. See, I don't think they're going to put him. I don't think they're going to put him safety full time. I think that would only be like an emergency situation. But I do think in base he's going to play. Vic Secchi picked on a route immediately. That was a route that gave all our safeties trouble last year. Cooper's yeah, he is. He is. The Gooner. What's up, man? Nice name. Leon says 500 Makuba's too small. I don't like the pick. CJ was small, but his frame was much bigger. It's time to get Simmons. I don't know, man. I don't know what Simmons got left. I don't. There's AJ Brown walking. He's fine. This is what. Let me show you what Vic Fangio said about Cooper DeJean at safety. And I'm not trying to make a big deal about it, except for the fact that my only point is that when he talks about the other safeties, it doesn't give me confidence. But when I hear him talk about Coop at safety, I can tell he really likes him. Vic Fangio says Cooper DeJean has made some impressive plays at safety. Says last week the offense ran a route the defense had trouble picking up last year. Says Cooper picked it up and stopped it like he played safety for years. Quote, he can be a good safety. And that's yeah, that's my whole thing. It's going to be interesting. $500, it'd be cool, Jersey, if you got one that said Flying Frenchman, right? I already got one of those. Feet on Land says Hurt's been looking mediocre during camp from what Elliott Shore Park says. You mean Elliott Shore Parks, who says he went 14 of 18 and had a B- of a day? I don't put stock into that, please. I'm telling you, do not put stock into what he's saying about him. It's just crazy. People are already giving up on Makumba. It's football, ain't patty cake. He gets hurt, right? Who's starting at cornerback 2? Ringo or Dory? Well, I think you've got a battle going on. I don't think the battle's over, so we don't know yet. But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. What Vic said was that both guys are having a good camp. So, all the talk that we hear from the people coming out of practice is saying that, oh, this guy looked better, or this guy didn't look good, or this guy didn't look good. It's not true. They're both battling. It's open. Sill's got a field day with Vic's quote on Cooper. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need my drinks. The cat was crying for you when you left. I don't know if she wants to go with you or what. Jimbo, Sill's going to have a field day with, oh, yeah. Fangio loves versatility in all his players. He does. Big Dog 500. What's going on, Master Eagle? Elliott is a Glazer. Never listened to him. I mean, I think it's. I find it comical. I always think it's funny. All right, let's see. We got some stuff going on here. Here, this is interesting. So Morton Frank says Elijah Cook just made his quote play a day on juggling catch over Dory Jackson in 101 drills. See, now people are going to take it because it was 101 drills and say, oh, Dory Jackson, bad practice today. And it's just not the case, I think it's entertaining. Like, okay, you're really going to count how many completions, and he went 18 at 21 with, like, come on, it's practice. But it's funny. I don't put any stock into him, says Hurts is struggling. I don't buy any of that. See if we get some more updates. Okay, so we got Jalix Hunt with the second team today so far. Uche with the starters. That's interesting. That's the first time we've heard that situation where Hunt is with the second team and Uche is a starter. So they taking a look, they just rotating, you send in a message. I don't know. Hurts always struggling according to him, and I don't put any. He made remember all the big deal he made last year. Hurts hasn't thrown an interception in camp, and then it was like he come out in that first game versus Packers, and we threw 2 in the first quarter. Big Drag says no, it's not. Jackson was a first round pick, years of experience in the league. It's actually good they're pushing each other. It is. It's great, Devin. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. The fact that you have Adoree Jackson, whether people like him or not, I feel much more comfortable with him. I feel way more comfortable with him if we need him than what we have at safety. All right, there we go. Hurts with a nice pass out of the end zone for a first down to Devontae Smith. So they're getting cooking. We get Devontae back, then we lose AJ. Let's see. Elijah Cooks makes plays every day. It's kind of crazy, really. Looking for updates here. I'm tired. 7:42. If the offense has defense, that's good for the offense. I expect us to put up high 20s, 30s every game. The offense is fine. I think there's a lot of me. Adoree is mid. Yeah, I think he's average. But he can hold it down. And if Adoree's mid, then what's Sidney Brown? What's Makuba? Yeah, I'd rather have Adoree play left side corner and Quinion at the right side because where he was last year. Well, what they're teaching in camp with Quinion is they're teaching him to play both sides. So eventually what you're going to see is him basically being able to shadow whichever, number one receiver's there. Victor said today in the press conference he's going to mix and match guys. So if someone goes down, they'll have experience playing with one. Yeah, he likes to mix and match, and he does that even during the season. Like he likes you to have comfortability playing with the guy next to you. So yeah, that's pretty smart, I think. Wish we'd have kept Isaiah Rodgers. See, I look at Rodgers, $8 million he got for 2 years. The Eagles could have easily paid that. I just don't think they liked him. I want Ringo to win a spot too. I really do. Slay was breaking down. No guarantee he would have played well at his age. He started to remind me of Peters in and out lineup constantly. Well, he got hurt every game. He came out for like a quarter. Guys like Adoree Jackson know they have to be on top of their game to be agreed. Eagles are going to have to get another edge rusher. Mosher and Kaplan said, well, we got might not be enough. We'll see. I mean, why would they say that? I mean, you could always you can never have enough pass rushers. That's the first thing. But what would make them say that? That would be my question. Who don't they like? What am I missing here? Here you go. Trotter Jr. and Mondon Jr. are starting linebackers today. So how about that first start? That's that mix and matching that Fangio was talking about. So you probably, I mean, they never asked me till the night before or day of. So, I don't like to assume anything, but I think there's probably a chance. Can you imagine if Jeffrey Lurie saying to the press that A.J. Brown gets injured, so we may not extend him? Jerry Jones is off. Oh, Jerry Jones stinks. Ricks is Ricks is starting to make plays. What Fangio said about him is that he's starting to make some plays and come along, but he still has to cut out the bad plays. There's too many bad plays that he's running. So that's where he has to work. We are going to see a ton of Eli Ricks this preseason, this Thursday. We're going to see a lot. I don't know how much of Dory or Ringo you see, but you're going to see a ton of Ricks. Isaiah, I don't know how much they liked him. Look, less like with the signing bonus, it was like less than $4 million a year to sign him. He was cheap. If they really liked him that much, they would have brought him back. There's no way to look any other way. It's not like Minnesota paid him so much he couldn't afford to play with the Eagles. He literally left for $4 million a year. I don't sound like they liked him. I'm done worrying about everything until after week 1. Yeah, right. I can't help myself. I'm not worried about. Like I said, I'm not focused on the negative stuff because I don't know what the negative stuff is, because it's so hard to look at stuff. Like when you have people saying, "Oh, this guy had a bad practice because somebody made a catch," on one-on-one drills. It's hard to like discount that. When guys are doing things right, but doing things, negative, you kind of just got to wait and see. I heard a lot of corners concerns of depth at edge. Good with the starters, but if Nolan Hunt can't go down, that could be worrisome. According to most reports I've seen, I'm good with Jihaad could be good. Well, I think Jihad's going to get rushes at the edge. The Eagles are always good at picking up an edge rusher, so that could always be the case. But you have Hunt, you have Smith, right? Then you've got Uche and Aguilera. I mean, you should have 4 decent pass rushers off the edge right there. We got to see what the young kid that they brought in can do. It would not surprise me they grab another edge rusher before the whatchamacallit. Micah should tweet who has number 11 available, right? I think they rely on Ringo and how he wanted comp picks for Rodgers. Well, but that's what I'm saying. If he wants the comp picks over Rodgers, how much can he really think of Rodgers? That's my whole point. If he really liked him, he would have signed him. I believe if we just tread water at safety and cornerback 2 till a trade deadline, how he will go to work with all those draft picks. Yeah, no, I agree. My bad, Bonzalo. Gee, I thought you were attacking me. Yo, 500, how much of a difference is there between Ringo and Ricks? That's a great question. It sounds like the couple things. Fangio said that the one thing he seems to like about Ringo is Ringo's a good tackler. One of the things he complained about was like that some of these guys, they do good things at practice and then you get to the game and they can't tackle. We know that Fangio's guys gotta be able to tackle. And I think that's a big part of it. So I think he specifically said, Eli Ricks has made some nice plays, but he's got to cut down on the mistakes. I wonder how much that is of dealing with missing tackles. You know what I'm saying? And T.L. Hopkins, man, thank you for the super chat, by the way. No, that was the first one of the day. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I didn't even realize it was super chat, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so here's the update. Elliott Shore Park says, really nice start to practice for Hurts and the offense. First plays a first down throw from 2 backed up. Second series, they have a 3rd and 5 from the 7. Where did I go? Oh, I missed it. It went away. Okay. Hurts hits Wilson for a first down. Wow, Johnny Wilson actually made the catch. Unbelievable. JJ Rock, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, Marcus, right? Hit that like button, man. You know, I could be in bed for another half hour. Gee. 600 people, only 100 likes. What, really? See, I haven't been complaining about the likes too much. I've been trying to cut back. Yeah, only 130. We got to get the likes up, man. You got to help your boy out. What's going on around here? I'm getting shafted. Come on, hit them likes. Let's go. I need 250 likes, like, right away. Yeah, rare moment. Johnny Wilson made a catch. I'm sorry, but, like, he's really, like every day it seems like Johnny Wilson drop. Let's see what we can find. We need likes, baby. We need likes. That algorithm's going to bury my ass. Dude, you know, that algorithm, I had to delete a bunch of stuff off my channel, like live stream. I'm going to post some back up, but like it killed my algorithm for a while. It's just starting to recover. We need at least 250. You know, I might start doing in the morning. Like, I might do this a couple times a week during the season. Usually I don't do it early like this. But I might do it early. I kind of like getting up a little earlier than I have been. It kind of forces me to, like, go to bed, you know? As where, like, normally I'll just wake up and roll out. Like this, I kind of got to get up and prepare for. So I might start doing this a couple. If people like it, I'll do it. I might do this a couple times during the week. All right, no updates. JJ Rock, welcome to Dingbat Nation, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. The only thing Ringo has is speed, size, good tackling. He can't cover to save his life, though. Well, I mean, let's be fair about that. I watched, I mean, the things that they've said about Ringo at camp have been, Ringo, you know, A.J. Brown makes a great catch on Ringo. Ringo had good coverage, but A.J. made a better catch, better throw. We've had a lot of that. And then we've had, it seems like the big problem for Ringo is that he doesn't turn around. He'll stay with a guy, but he needs to get his head around. Carlos, what's going on, my man? You know, that's a great name for the stream. Bacon and eggs. I like that. Maybe we'll do it. Bacon and eggs with Philly 500. I just have to get up even earlier and make it. But I won't ever eat on YouTube. So you'll never see me eat on YouTube. But we still could call it bacon and eggs. I'm not Mark. I don't eat on stream. Thank you, J Rock. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He doesn't turn his head around and make plays. That's what that seems like to be his biggest problem is tracking the ball. Like he's got to get better at that. What it seems Ringo's not trying to ball in the air. That's the problem. Yeah. How about a live Q&A cigar show before season starts? We could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Like the night before this game or something. Are you streaming the whole game Thursday? I am. I will be streaming the whole game. Unless it's like 5 minutes and it's just unbearable. You know, like fourth quarter, 5 minutes left, something like that. But otherwise, yeah, that's the whole game I'll be streaming. Come on, people, cut Ringo some slack. AJ makes catches. Anyone relax. Every time I think about Ringo right now, I have Nakobe Dean's flashback of last year. I just keep having flashbacks of how people talked about Nakobe Dean. Let's wait. To me, like I said, I just think it's so hard. It's so hard to really like sit there and say a guy's struggling doing this, a guy's struggling doing this, or hearing guys say that, because you don't know what a guy is working on. You don't know what they're looking to see. And I just think that's hard. I think we can bring up the positives because you know when a guy makes a good play, you know? So that's my thoughts on it. Anything for just don't start doing nightly fireside chats. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do. My night video is a cigar video when we win, you know. But I'm thinking like, if people, I mean, because I'm surprised. We have 586 people right now. I've been getting like, we had 700 people last week. If people like the early stuff, well, it'll be early lunch for you guys on the East Coast, probably, or early morning. It's still late morning. Yeah, I might do it like Tuesday through Friday. I'm thinking about it. Guys, practice, right? Ringo can't change his slow hip flip and change direction. It's all hold. All right, well, if that's the case, then here's what we got to do. We got to go with a Dory Jackson, and then next year in the all season, let's convert him to a safety. Anthony Perry, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Mark Holmes Chernobyl melt if Parsons sits out the season. Oh yeah. Right now, Mark is now pushing the whole narrative that it's all fake. It's like the wrestling. It's like Jerry Jones went to Mike and says, let's make it big public stunt so we get attention. Really, I thought long and hard about this. Pause, no Diddy. I thought long and hard about this, and I think the best case scenario for the Eagles is the Cowboys sign Micah, because they're not going to win a Super Bowl in the Dak days. And trading Micah and getting a bunch of picks could retool that team a lot quicker. Thomas says, to be good cover, all you have to do is watch the receiver's eyes. Then you could tell and track. Okay. 500, I'm with you. I'm more worried about the safety. Yeah, I am too, because like I feel like, look, if Ringo ain't the guy, I think Adoree is competent. But man, I like Sidney Brown as a player, as a person. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays. But I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if he's a safety or not. I honestly don't. Makumba is hurt. And then what's after those two guys? That's what I worry about. It's your day off. That's cool. 500. I got work Thursday night. I hope I can catch some live. The Eagles Bengals. I hope so. I hope so too. Let's see here. Let's see if we get any updates. We got practice tomorrow, and then we've got a walkthrough on Wednesday, then a game Thursday. No updates. Nobody's updated nothing. Damn it. Don't forget, Keely is a full year younger than Q. Yeah, that's true. He is young. Ringo would be a great safety. I think he could play safety. 500 is old school like me. We remember all the years when the Eagles whiffed on so many cornerbacks. The Rodgers move was too cute by half. Agreed. I remember all them years. Brandon Graham said he doesn't think the Eagles will have a Super Bowl hangover. Yeah, well, that's good. I don't think they will either. Makuba and Coop could enter. They probably could, yeah. Yeah, Ringo could. I mean, that might be the answer if he can't play corner. You know, a lot of guys convert from corner to safety and are good. So I just wonder how quickly you could get him ready. If we hear Ringo starts taking like reps at safety, then you got something there. Otherwise, I think that's a move that you have to wait until next year to do. King Lumjump, thank you for the super chat. Those Ringo and Sidney Brown will be starters. Go Birds. Okay, that's a really great scenario. 503 more days of football. I know. I can't wait. Ringo can't stay on the wide receivers on routes. It's not tracking the ball. It's his footwork. Well, I mean, according to Vic, he thought he's having a nice camp. So we'll see. Gunny Mac, man, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He goes, AJ wants AO from the fans during the game. If you have any influence getting them play, fear the Reaper for Smitty. We need more cowboy. All right, we'll see what we can do. I think we got some influence. I do, because I've had quite a few things I've been pushing for years that nobody, when I came on here, nobody was pushing happened. Kelly Greens, right? When I came on here, I did 2 videos a year. Kelly Greens, people said I was nuts. It'll never happen. Now we got Kelly Greens back. Then I also pushed for Eric Allen to get in the Hall of Fame. Finally got there. So we got some way. These people are just assuming about Ringo. They haven't seen any practice film or been. Yeah. I mean, people here. They report a one-on-one drill, not even 11-on-11, just one-on-one. A guy makes a catch on him. Oh, Ringo's having a bad practice, and it's like we don't really know that. We don't. Like I said, it's a lot harder to know who's really struggling than who's really being having good. It's easy to tell when a guy flashes something. When you go out and you look at like. Jihaad Campbell, everybody knows he's flashing. It's obvious. But when, a quarterback is working on footwork, or they're working on something specific on the offense, or the corners are working on something, you don't know. You don't know why something's happening. So we just kind of got to wait. Donaldson 500, love you, brother. You are the Eagles people's champ. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. No more Ojomo play today is shocking. No more Ojomo play today is shocking. I haven't heard anything about what he does, but man, he's been great. First joint practice, I believe, is next Tuesday. They got the Browns. The Browns will be playing with us. That should be interesting. And we also have open practice on Sunday. Eagles got the open public practice. Anybody going to be there? Let me know. I need video. First puke of Eagles camp. Kenyon Green. Jimmy Kempski. The first tweet I see from Jimmy Kempski. First puke of Eagles camp that I've seen is Kenyon Green. How about that? He needs to work, man. He's been sitting out. 500, haven't you heard a word about Lewis? Nothing. I've heard nothing. The only things I've heard, and that was like late last year, was that that injury really screwed him up. Expecting 50K open I know, right? That was so interesting last year when Barkley got there. He was like, he goes to public practice. He was like shocked. He was like, there's no way that it's just crazy. Let's see. Nothing. I only trade for CJ that ball. Oh, man. What a day it's going to be today. It's hotter today. Watch out for the Browns corner, Norman. Okay. Will Johnny Wilson play preseason? I would expect Johnny Wilson to play a lot. There were a draw zone, but Ricks will still beat him out as an undrafted free agent. It's going to be more out of control because we are the champs. Agreed. Who's going to be Eagles starter for preseason? Are you excited to see the kid we drafted at the quarterback? Yeah, I mean, I'll watch him. I haven't really thought much about the quarterback, but I'm more excited to see some of the position battles. My hope is that we're going to get to see Ringo and we're going to get to see Adoree Jackson kind of battle it out a little bit. It'd be nice if they let them play. I don't know if they will, but it would be nice. Let's see. Look for some updates here. Here you go. I'll put this up here. Elijah Cooks had a basket catch over Dory Jackson on a deep ball 1-on-1s. Made the catch down the left sideline and got both feet in. Had a very good 1-on-1 period. 2 good catches against Jackson in coverage, and Jackson had good positioning on both. Elijah Cooks he's another guy I really want to watch. He's 6'4", 215, dude. He's got some size to him. Let's see what he can do. 2025 was the year grab outside linebacker with Alex Worth's choice position for first round. How about that? Golden era is right. Yeah, double moonwalk that like button. How many likes do we got? Where are we at? We need 250. 273. There you go. I feel much better. We got 650 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Q came in at 49 on top 100. Did he really? That's good. That's pretty good. I can't complain about that. I really can't. Elliot Shore Parks is quiet today. He has posted 19 minutes ago. Come on, guys, post some stuff. You want to see what's going on? Let's take a look at Cowboys camp. See what Cowboys are up to real quick. Let's see what the Cowboys camp is, what they're working on today. Oh, the Ryan Horses. Oh, look at this. That's a team that's serious. It's a serious team. Worry about them Ryan Horses. My God, what a joke. What a joke. Roll Philly Dog, thank you for super chat. He goes, my top 3, I want to see were Mukumba, Robinson, and APR. Well, you're not going to see, you're going to see Robinson. That's for sure. Mukumba, Fangio said he's unlikely to play. That's bad, man. That's bad. Herc Dog, member for 31. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Time for that repeat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Horsey, right? The only Super Bowl Dallas Cowboys will ever see is their toilet bowl, right? Cowboys found guilty of not taking football serious, dummies. I can't wait to beat that team's ass, dude. I just want to crush them. They're so irrelevant now. It's not even funny. I don't even know why we talk about them anymore. Really, to be honest with you, like we got it. They're not even really a rival anymore. You know what I mean? They're the Cowboys. If you really honestly look at the Cowboys since 2000, honestly, you look at them since, let's say, 2000. They're just like the Cleveland Browns, the Arizona Cardinals, the Atlanta Falcons, and maybe not even Falcons. At least Falcons went to a Super Bowl. I can't even put them with the Falcons, but they're low tier. They've been to 5 playoff games since '96, something like that. They lose them all. They're not even on our level. We shouldn't even worry about them. They're just not. They're not what they like. The Cowboys fans think that they still have allure. They don't have allure. They've lost it. They're bottom feeders now. 49ers are almost bad. Well, yeah, at least the 49ers went to Super Bowls. They lost, but at least they've been relevant. If Mukuba could play the second preseason game, that would be, yeah. If he could play the last 2, that would be good. Jerry Jones is changing the names of the stadium to Big Top, Total Circus, full of clowns. Jeez. And he said we dropped Dallas out of our division. Like I mean, they're not who they think they are. That's the crazy thing. My last update is the first puke at camp. Oh, finally, Elliot Shore Parks tweeted something. Will Shipley, really nice spin move to get out of a tackle. Here's a question: Do you guys think Shipley's going to end up being the number 2 back, or do you think it's going to be Dillon? You think it'll be Barkley, Shipley, Dillon, or Barkley, Dillon, Shipley? September 4th, absolutely. So it's actually Jerry Jones' birthday today. He turned 15,600 years old. They're celebrating tonight his 15,601 birthday. It's got to be tough being 15,602 years old, but long live Jerry Jones. So we got one Dillon, we got three Shipleys. Interesting. Shipley, Dillon. Yeah, it's interesting. That's going to be an interesting. That's going to be an interesting battle training camp, because if I had to guess the depth chart, I think it would probably be Barkley, Shipley, Dillon. But I'm not sure because Dillon is great in short yardage, but you do use the tush push. So yeah, I don't know. So Quignon's top 49 on top 100. I think that's actually pretty good. I have no issue with that after 1 year. And what was Coop? 60? Something like that? I'm good with both their rankings. I have no problem with that after 1 year. Philly show the shirt. The Godfather. I'm worried about Dillon's durability, running back 2 committee. Yeah, well, I think you're going to get a committee. But yeah, he was 60. I'm okay with the rankings because I think actually Q should be higher. See, I think Cooper gets all the attention now because he made the big play in the Super Bowl and stuff like that, and he did a great job in the slot. But Q could have had easily 5 interceptions. He was shut down all year from week 1. I would put Q ranked higher than Coop. So I'm okay with that. Kenny G was mostly great. You're just trying to bust my balls now. 500, the troll down mark was, oh, thank you. It was beautiful. Yeah, Q49, Coop 60, Maladas 2. He should be way higher. Wow, Marv Levy turned 100. And it's Clyde Simmons' birthday. So happy birthday to him. Hey, Phil, have you had the chair for a long time now? Yeah, this chair? Yeah, like a couple years. I think going on 3 years. 500, do you think we'll ever see the Kelly Green away whites on the field? They are so clean. I think, I don't know it'll be white Kelly Greens, but I do believe the Eagles uniform change is going to get updated soon. I think it's going to happen. If you look at the field, like if you look at the stadium during a game, it's all Kelly Green. It's all Kelly Green. They're making a killing on those Kelly Greens. I think they're going to update it somehow. If my advice to the Eagles would be, get the white helmets, and then come up with a really cool white away new uniform, because I think the whites right now are boring. Tired of the midnight green. Yeah, I just think it needs an update. They haven't really updated the color. Like, they haven't updated since the 90s. It needs an update. Whether you want to go back to Kelly Green or not, or maybe a mixed version, I don't know. But I would like to see, like, green helmets at home, white helmets on the road, and then black and Kelly Green wings, like, as an alternate. Miss Lori wears the pants. She hates the Kelly Greens. But you got to admit, they sell way better. The Kelly Green and the throwbacks sell way better than the regular. Kelly Green's fire, bringing them back permanently. And you know what? Having high definition TVs now, with way better colors than like back in the 90s, you can see it. so much better on TV. It looks so much better. I want the old, yeah, I want this logo back too. I love that logo. We all love, I mean, when you look at the stadium, I always point this on my screen. When they show the overview and they show the crowd, everybody's in Kelly Green, even if it's not a Kelly Green game. It's just the way it just looks better. Black at Kelly Green, I'm harder than Iron John. That's what I want as the alternate. James Hawthorne, thank you for the super chat, man. Very, very generous of you. Thank you so much. He goes, what up, 500? I'm going to game on Thursday. Kyle Brandt made a good point this morning. The preseason is the Cowboys Super Bowl. Jerry is all about media coverage. They do drama, and they do. No, they do, and he likes it, and he loves it, and he eats it up. You know, it's true. It's true. I want Black Kelly's 2-5. Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't know if I have to show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if I have it here with me, but where could I show it? Looking to see if I have the white helmets. All right, well, I'll show you this, right? Let me see if I can show you this background. How do I do this? Well, I can't show you that. But anyways, I'll have to show you guys later. Yeah, give the people what they want, Kelly Green. But I would like, somebody did a drawing of a white Eagles helmet with like silver wings, but with like Kelly Green outline. It looks so good. I'm like, that should be their away helmets. Because you could wear 3 helmets now. So it would be nice. Let's see what's going on in practice. This is kind of like a quiet practice, my God. All right, we do got some updates here. Just like a couple minutes ago. So speaking of Quinyon Mitchell, Quinyon just got his second interception of training camp 11-11, broke off his man to get Tanner McKee. Quinyon Mitchell with his second interception of camp. He's been working on his ball skills extensively behind the scenes. There's a drill in which he catches either a red, yellow, or blue ball based on the command. It improves hand-eye coordination. See, I really like that. That's a good sign. That's really cool. They're really getting him to work on that, because that to me his biggest weakness. That's his biggest weakness, is not catching the interceptions. All right, interception. Ellie Shore Park strikes Quinyon Mitchell with an interception off Tanner McKee. McKee threw it right at him, and then he says Amoro Ojomo with his daily sack. He's been amazing this camp. I told everybody, Amoro Ojomo is not going to be a fall off at all. Kelly Green's superior logo even cooked. I know it is. See, when you guys look at the Eagles logo, right? Let's see if I have one here. All my hats are pretty much throwbacks now. I don't even bother buying the regular one. I just buy all throwbacks. But this is probably a bad example of this hat you can't see. But see this? That's an E. I hate that. I really hate that. The wings is an actual E. And when the first logo came out, when they changed it, that's all I saw was that E for years. I couldn't see the bird's face, only the E. So I just never liked it. Amoro Ojomo 20 sack season. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, black helmet with the Kelly Green wings, crazy work. It looks awesome. I mean, I have a couple mock-up pictures. I'll show you guys. I'll try to get them for tomorrow, because I don't know where they're not on my computer. But I do have them on my phone somewhere. I have like thousands of pictures on my phone, so I have to find it. Guantanamo Bay's lockup fools this year. Them boys should not have mocked him down there in Dallas. Agreed. Yeah, half of mine are ones a Super Bowl, and others 2 are new ones. Yeah. Well, now what they did this year when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they started throwing throwback logo on the Super Bowl stuff, and I'm like, all right, and I just started buying it up. The only thing good about head logo is that it faces the other direction, so when they put it on TV and we're a home team, they face each other, which is cool. Yeah, I get that. Chaz, thank you for super chat. Goes, Ringo's best friend should be Q, learning from him, right? Yeah, Q named 49th top 100, and he deserved it. I have no problem with that ranking. I think that's a good ranking for first time. Jamie Yummans, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Sub 500, just getting my day started. Need a good laugh. Talk some Mark Holmes slander. Oh, Mark is losing it. Did you see the live stream he did yesterday? They were all fighting with each other. And shout out to Leo. He's on there sticking up for the Eagles. It's just amazing to me. Well, Mark now thinks that the whole thing is Micah thing is a ruse. It's just to basically get attention, and it was a plan. He's a nut. He's losing his mind. So besides the Niners, who's the most annoying fan base? Mine is the 49ers. Oh, I think Dallas is the most annoying fan base. I think the Cowboys have the most annoying fan base because they think that they're like still in the 90s. You know, they really haven't done anything in 30 years, and somehow we're supposed to hold them to it. Like, I think Cowboys are the most annoying. I think then you have to go 49ers are pretty annoying. But Washington's very annoying too when they win. You know, they're just never good enough. But now that they had a good season, they become very annoying again. Ellsworth said Hurts with a nice pass to Dotson over the middle for a first down was third down on the Eagles' 4-yard line. So the Eagles doing things like look like practicing being backed up in their own end zone today because they're throwing it out of there a lot. Minnesota's got an annoying fan base. Eagle fans are the most annoying, and I'm proud. Yeah, in a good way. Lions been laughing stock of the league. Now good this season, and their fans think they're new Patriots. I know, right? Backed up work today. Yeah, everything is thrown out of their own end zone. My daughter's only a month old, but I fear she's going to be a Niners fan because she's always crying about something. She'll be fine. And congratulations on your new daughter. Michael says, I agree. Live in Maryland needs Commander fans. Oh, I lived in Maryland too before, and I could tell you, like, they were annoying as hell, and they were way better back then. And yeah, they're annoying. They got a lot of cowboy qualities to them. Josh Herman, thank you for the super chat. He goes, yo, Philly, do you think if Jerry was smart, he would seriously consider trading Micah for a package to fill their holes? Agree or disagree? Agreed. I 100,000% agree because I was thinking about this. If you sign Dak, if you sign Micah, you now got those 3 guys making a ton of money. So you're really going to be limited in the future what you could do roster-wise. I don't believe Dallas will ever win a Super Bowl with Dak. I just don't. So if you got Dak another 3-4 years, that's 3-4 years of losing. Then you got to rebuild your team. Let's say it takes another 3-4 years to just rebuild. So I think Dallas is 7-8 years away at minimum. Now, if you trade Micah and you reload with a bunch of picks, you will rebuild a lot quicker. So maybe it only takes you to go from 7-8 years to 3-4 years. I do actually think they should trade him if they can get enough for him. Look, they did it with Herschel Walker. Remember the hissy fit bitch losers from the 49ers as a 22 breakdown? Never seen such. Oh, yeah. Dude, they were bad. Just saw a TikTok video placing the Eagle fans as the number 1 dumbest NFL. My response is, we win again. Yeah, whoever wrote that, we're the dumbest, does not know what they're talking about. You can't pull stuff over the Eagle fans' eyes. See, here's the problem. This is what people don't understand. Okay, especially for us older Eagle fans. If you lived in the 80s, you lived in the 90s, you saw the Eagles. Early 80s were bad. Then Buddy got them. They started becoming decent. But you had to deal with Giant fans. They were winning Super Bowls. Then you had Washington. They were winning Super Bowls. Then you had Dallas in the 90s start winning Super Bowls, all while you have Norman Brayman, who then lets Reggie White walk, Clyde Simmons, Seth Joyner walk, Randall Cunningham leaves, and you let all your talent go while the Cowboys just keep accumulating talent. Now, we had to eat so much shit. We had to hear it every day from 3 fan bases in our division who are all winning Super Bowls. Now that the roles are reversed, it's our time. We remember everything that you did to us and said to us. Now it is our time. And we talk it, they can't take it. They get all butthurt, and they clearly don't know how to act. We took it. Okay, I took a lot of crap from Washington fans, from Giant fans, from Cowboy fans. You know what? They got to eat it, and they're going to have to learn to take it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. That's why I don't feel bad. You know, they say, oh, you guys are being cocky. Not being cocky. We're just giving you what you gave us. That's all we're doing. You know? That's it. That's how I look at it. So don't let them tell you, oh, stop talking and bragging. No, brag. Brag a lot. Dave Zungaro says Nolan Smith and now Kenyon Green are headed inside with the trainers. Smith just came back from a concussion. Green was throwing up on the field earlier. Damn it. So Nolan Smith out again. I don't know why. It's true. It is true. Brayman threatened to move the team to Phoenix. Right. I know. And he didn't sign Reggie, and and now I'm supposed to feel bad for the Cowboys because they're going through what they're going through. I hate so much crap from them. So much. I'm not giving them anything. They're going to get what they deserve. Foster Parks is 500. Come Cowboys fan on Facebook said that the Cowboys bulked up and were going to regress back to the 20 Eagles with rookie Hurts and rookie Smitty. We didn't get Smitty till 21. Who believes him? I don't believe him. 500. Now the Eagles are king of the NFC East. We are. Nolan Smith injured a lot. Yeah, that's the one thing with him. I know Nolan Smith can play, but can he stay healthy? Because, if he can stay healthy, he's a rock star. But, man, he's hurt again. I hope it's nothing serious. He just got back from a concussion. And he's still got the arm thing. Shit. Man, I miss TJ. Got to play longer with Carter because the nicknames would have been yeah. They used to laugh at us when we didn't do anything, but now look who's struggling. Keep it organization. Agreed. Take it and shove it. We don't need Micah. We don't need him. Dallas is a circus. Washington's a retirement home, and the Giants. Yeah, I mean, Giants. Look, everybody's laughing at the Cowboys in Washington, but the Giants aren't off the hook. They gave us Saquon Barkley. They shouldn't be able to live that down for at least 5 to 10 years. That should live in infamy. No one might just be limited. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He was limited at practice today, so maybe he just went in. Check out these reports. Okay. Yeah, nothing. He hasn't updated. Oh, well, yeah, he did. I'm sorry. All right, let me share this. All right, so offense and defense tied 3-3 in series wins. For ones versus ones in overtime to decide who wins it. Hurts hits Devontae for a first down and the win for the offense clutch. Of course it's clutch because that's what Jalen Hurts does. Hurts with a nice pass to Devontae over the middle for about 15 yards, put into space between two defenders. So I guess the D offense won. Good. It sounds like they're going to wind down soon. Norman Brain was the worst owner ever. He just kept our players. He would have had at least 2 Super Bowls. God bless Jerry Freeloy. Agreed. Peter, what's going on, my man? Mav, what's happening? What up, Logan? Yes. We need to take advantage of the window. Agreed. The window is open big for us though. Like the other argument Cowboy fans keep telling me is wait till the salary cap comes up against you and you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm like, what? Like it was supposed to like the last 3-4 years? They manipulate the salary cap. They know what they're doing. The Eagles have the second youngest defensive roster in the NFL. I think we might have the youngest full roster in the NFL. I think we got one defensive player, 28 years old? That's it. That's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. We're all young. We're young. We're not going to go anywhere for a while. Mav, David Super Chickens, we need an effing corner. We'll see. We'll see. I think you need a safety more than you need a corner. But we'll see. Josh, David Super Chat, man. If we win another 2 rings with Barkley, that's an all-time terrible trade in history in New York. I mean, I think it's got to be right now the worst free agency move by a team, the Giants, especially the way it was public. Philly 444, why are we so many people saying they would trade Nolan Smith for a first round from Micah? Such a stupid idea. Yeah, because it would cost you more than that. You would still have to give up Nolan Smith, a first-round pick, maybe 2 first-round picks. It's just not worth it. Roll Philly Dogs, thank you for Super Chicks. Ojulari will be the sack leader. Wow. 12 to 15, book it. That's a hell of a prediction. I hope that's not true, though. I mean, I want Ojulari to do good, but I don't want it to be at the expense of other guys not be doing what we think. Okay. Jimmy Kempsky said this. Eagles right guard Tyler Steen went down momentarily, withered around in pain, now is up walking slowly off the field. Sideline reporter consensus that it was a nut shot. Got hit in the nuts, supposedly. Well, he'll be all right. He's just going to have to bend over for a little bit till his balls go back down his throat. Let's see. Yeah, that hurts. Peter Light, David Super 500. You had me crack up about Mark Holmes. Oh, thank you, man. That was fun. That was a fun day on Friday. Cup check, right? Yeah, that definitely stings. Good afternoon, brother. Keegan's got to step it up. I know. I'm waiting for Keegan to go, man. I was really excited about Keegan. Jalen Stone says, sorry, but I'd welcome Micah because we could have an opportunity to three-peat and throw it in Dallas' face will be icing on the cake. No, I mean, I get it. I look, there's no question that he would improve the team. I'm not going to say he wouldn't, but I don't want to be the catalyst for the Cowboys to jumpstart that organization, because I think that if Micah stays there, I think they're screwed. Like I think they're a team that's going to be in purgatory the next 4 years, even more than that possibly. Anthony Perry, David Super Chat goes, I got a stat, Hurts his clutch. Yeah, and that may be one of the most important. That's one of the most important ones. We got over 700 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you guys like this, I might start doing this a couple times a week. Clark, thank you for Super Chicken 500. What up? Updates. Love the Cowboys trolling. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing it. Updates are kind of coming in slow, but you know, it is what it is. The last thing we have is Tyler Steen's nut shot. And that's it. We don't need Micah. No. Would he help? I'm not going to say he wouldn't help, but we don't need him. Queen of Metro number 49, top 100. Yeah, I saw that. Anyone miss Weakness Trolls, MG, and 5 Rings? I haven't seen any of those guys. I haven't, even Texas Boy. I haven't seen any of them for months since the Super Bowl. I saw Texas Boy, I think, in Cilio's show once, and he said, unban me. I'm like, you're not banned. See, I think the Cowboys just pay them. Let the Cowboys pay them. They're done. As soon as they pay them, they're done. They're already done. Q and Coop are going to be league's next lockdown. Agreed. Nothing. So we got. Nothing. William Burney disappeared too. All the Cowboy fans have. They have. Yeah, they've pretty much been gone. You know, when their season was over last year, they disappeared. Because I used to have a lot of Cowboy trolls in there. I don't see any. Like, I'm not seeing any Cowboy fans right now. 500. Did you see Good Check Kim on 50th birthday party video? He had the trophy. It said, "My quarterback has one of these," and you had. Yeah, I saw it. Paying all that money for a guy Parsons with one playoff sack and like 5 tackles is ridiculous. He never shows up in the biggest like that. I know. And if they sign him, I mean, I think they pretty much trapped themselves. You know, it's almost $140 million for 3 players if Dallas signs Micah. Well, they're talking like get $200 million guaranteed, something like that. Highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Go ahead, sign him, because you're not winning anything with Dak, and now you're going to limit yourself in your salary cap. That's probably another 3 years of them losing before they decide, hey, we got to rebuild. And then there's another 3 years on top of that. I mean, 10 years of the same quarterback and you don't win shit. He'll never win a Super Bowl after 10 years. So keep him, and then that pretty much keeps Dallas. That pretty much keeps Dallas down. But if they trade him for a boatload of picks, they could retool pretty quickly. Chris Long told the Cowboy fans, "You're the only fan now because your parents jumped the wagon 30 years ago." Exactly right. I mean, because the Cowboys, that star doesn't have the allure like it did in the 90s. It's just not. It doesn't. They're more like the Browns than they are like the Patriots. They just don't understand that. For whatever reason, they don't get it. And here's the other thing that nobody's talking about with the Parsons situation. Okay, to me, you could say, well, it's just negotiation, but he went out and specifically told the story of what played out contract-wise. Micah basically told every other NFL player, you don't want to come to Dallas as a free agent. It ain't worth it. Dallas is going to be one of those places where people don't want to go. They're going to have to overpay like Jacksonville for their free agents. Micah exposed them. I think it was a lot of damage, and Cowboy fans are in denial about it. Yeah, Dak is 10 years, over 10. Is this his 11th year? Is this his 10th year? I think it's his 10th year this year. He's 32. They damaged them. I think Micah damaged them from a free agent point of view. I mean, what do you think a guy like Pickens is thinking when he's looking at how the contracts go? 500, we need to start celebrating the Eagles being 5 times champs. Not our fault. The first 3 championships the Eagles were not called Super. Oh, I agree with you. Romo 2.0, agreed. Eagles defense will lead the league in turnovers. The way the receivers' depth is showing up at camp, Jayla will give the Harris more reasons to hate back to the Super Bowl. I agree. I think we got a great chance to go back. Let's see if we got anything here. I'm looking for updates. All right, here we go. A little one. Another Eli Ricks moment. Eli Ricks with a nice pass breakup on McKee to Cooks was a 3rd down play. I like it. So Eli Ricks makes a play. That's good. Jerry's not going to pay Pickens, right? Pickens is close. He said Dallas is known for Super Bowls where the team has came from the Super Bowl. Yeah, living in the past. The absolutely worst thing Dallas is Stephen Jones next up to bat. He is worse than Jerry. They are so apt. They are. I really agree. They sign Micah. They can sign Pickens for the money he wants. They can't sign the money for what he wants. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Our historic presence should be celebrated like the Yankees in Green Bay. Who said that? Really? Leaving in interceptions would be nice. That D was on the field a lot. We left a lot of interceptions off on the field last year. Does anyone know if Eli Ricks is still in the slot or has he been practicing on the outside? I think he's been on the outside primarily. Play of the day. Dorian something Robinson deep ball to Giles Jackson, who makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch for a touchdown. Eagles. Okay. We'll see. We'll be seeing that in the fourth quarter of the preseason game. Touchdown, Dorian Thompson-Robinson with a beautiful pass to Giles Jackson for about a 50-yard touchdown. DTR has been awesome recently. The question is who allowed the touchdown? That's what I want to know. The older Green Bay fans low-key counting their championships wins they won before Super Bowl era. Yeah. I'm saying that 500. I can't believe even Eagle fans dismiss our rich history. Yeah, because everybody gets caught up in, it's Super Bowl only. No, it's the highest level of championship. That's what counts. To me, you could call it NFC championship back in the day. You could call it football championship, whatever they wanted to call it before Super Bowl. It's still championship. So you can't not include those championships. If Ricks can't pick up Vic's zone scheme, think he could be a sleeper. I think it's not even a matter of picking it up. I think it's from what Vic Fangio said today about Ricks is he makes a lot of good plays, but he's got to cut down on the mistakes. So it just seems like he's still, he's got to get better with that. But I think Eli Ricks is going to be very interesting to watch in preseason. Not hearing much from the quarterback. Yeah, I really haven't heard much from him. DTR has come on strong. Antoine Powell going to be still. He just have the effect. I like him, but I haven't heard much about him. Not taking DeGene out in the slot. He's best in the NFL. Yeah, I don't think they'll take him out of slot, but I do think they'll put him at safety in base. You just don't want to take him off the field is basically the issue. Yeah, Super Bowl wins is semantics. Agreed. Eagles only franchise to be Lambeau Packers, Belichick Pats, Reed Chiefs in the playoffs. How about that? That's pretty interesting. That's the one thing I love about our two Super Bowls. That's what I love about them. We lost to the Patriots, got revenge. We lost to the Chiefs, we got revenge. You beat Patrick Mahomes and you beat Tom Brady. I mean, nobody can ever discount our Super Bowl or ever say, you got lucky and played a team that was lucky to be there. You can't ever hear that, Nobody can ever take it away. But I can tell you this, I'm not going to be talking about the Super Bowl when the season begins. Cowboys fans are still talking about it from the 90s. The Monday Night Football crew during the 90s always talked up Dallas and San Fran and disparaged the Birds. Not anymore. Oh, yeah. You remember how they used to talk about like Andre Waters and stuff during the games? You don't get rid of two guys unless you plan on using DeGene outside. They're not going to use DeGene outside. Right now, all his reps are inside the slot and at safety. But I do think that'll be the next step. He's going to learn to play every position. Stop the three-peat. We did, yeah. Q is 49 on the top 100. That's right. Meanwhile, at Cowboys practice, they're what are they doing? How is that going to help you prepare for the Eagles? You're riding a horsey. Ride the horses, I guess. Go ahead, Cowboys. You've got it all figured out now. You're riding the horses. Yeah, ride the horses, Cowboy fans. Look at that. That's ridiculous. You have an Andre Waters jersey? That's very cool. I want to get the next throwback. I think I want to get. I want a Wes Hopkins jersey. I don't credit the Chiefs with Super Bowl 57 on intentionally muddied the playing field indoors, the desert. Goes, yeah, I hear you. So Dak is the worst quarterback Cowboys history? I don't know about that. I hope Nolan Smith is okay. Young boy. Yeah, he's... I don't know what's going on with Nolan. Hopefully he's okay. See if we got any updates. It's a long practice today. With DTR taking snaps, I'm assuming it's going to wind down. Oh, here you go. Okay. All right, we got some. Jeff Kerr's got some stuff here. Let me go to this. I forgot all about Jeff Kerr. All right, so he says, as headlines was blasting, Shinderick Powell had a big run and lowered his shoulder when Reed Blankenship came to make the tackle. Big impact, a lot of pop for a player polished at 5'7", 183. Has nice runs after. Shinderick Powell is a guy I'm very excited to see because they're saying he's like lightning in a bottle, dude. Like, he's small, but, man, I love having big guys like A.J. Dillon and Barkley, and then like that little small lightning guy, change of pace. Maybe a guy could do kickoff. He won't make the team. Don't get me wrong. He's not going to make the roster. But I'm thinking practice squad, you know. Hopefully he could get to the practice squad. Let's see here. Here you go. This is also really good. We were just talking. Then Powell beats Dallas Gant on a flat, breaks the Gant tackle, and scores. Player to watch preseason opener. Shinderick Powell making some noise. How about that? Josh, thank you for Super Check. It's not Philly. They're doing witchcraft riding brooms. That's what they're doing. It's true. That is witchcraft. Cowboys crazy, man. Man, Shinderick Powell. I can't wait to watch him. We're going to see a lot of Shinderick Powell, too. Let me get some clips playing for you guys. These kids are going to bowl Thursday, right? Dak is the opposite of Clutch. We've all seen Clutch observables. It's true. It's true. Joseph says, if Powell can return punts and kicks, he makes the squad. If he could do that, yeah. But at very least, if we could get him on, if we could get Shinderick Powell on, there's my boy Makuba talking. There's Fangio. But if we could get Powell on the practice squad, I'll be happy. I wish Montrell never got injured. Montrell had looked good too, and he's bigger, but he's got the hamstring. And now you figure if he can't go Thursday, Powell's going to get a lot of carries in the game. I can't wait to watch him. Will the Eagles have more than 4 wide receivers? Who's the fourth? I think they're going to keep 5 receivers. Here's what I'll say. You got, of course, Brown, Devontae, and Jahan Dotson. That's 3. I think Marshall will be 4. And then I think it'll be interesting if they're willing to give up on Johnny Wilson and go with Elijah Cooks. If we're judging guys just by the way we're hearing, Elijah Cooks should be your 5th. But we'll see. Anaya Smith, we'll see. We'll see what he could do too, All right, Eagles practice is over. I knew that, and I figured it was winding down when you start hearing DTR going. Let's see here. So that's it for Eagles practice. An hour and 45 minutes of pretty intense, hard-hitting work. It was a pretty intense practice today. That's good. So tomorrow probably be a little lighter, I would assume. Maybe not. Wednesday's a walkthrough. Nice is cooked. See, Nice you got to watch out for too, because remember, a returner, kick returner, punt returner is going to make this team. Okay, one of those guys is going to possibly be a running back or a wide receiver. So you can make the squad there. One of the funniest moments was, thank you, Drozone. Appreciate that. That's nice of you. Johnny was a big for nothing. I mean, he had one catch today. It's the first catch I think he made all camp, at least that we heard of. Yeah, that's it. AJ has been trying to take Anias under his wings. Yeah, look, we got to give Anias, like I said, we got. There's nobody. If you look at the roster right now, there's really nobody I'm writing off. I haven't written off anybody yet. We haven't played one preseason game. We'll see who does what at the preseason. I mean, I don't even know what to think about all the tight ends. We brought in quite a few tight ends. Haven't heard anything about them. We double move all practices ass, right? Do we get McCord news? Yeah, we're gonna see him. We'll see McCord. McKee will start. McCord will play, and then DTR will play in the 4th. So we'll see those 3 guys. Johnny Wilson going out with Dorial Green. We'll see. They're carrying 3 quarterbacks, so DTR is better than the Eagles need him. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I can't imagine McCord would get cut. But we'll see what DTR does we'll see what he does in preseason. If Cooks is 6'4", I'm good with him. Elijah Cooks is 6'4", 215 pounds. Yeah, he's 6'4". I don't know how fast he is. We're going to have to see. But he's 6'4", man. He gives you size. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. He's got a hamstring. It doesn't look like, I saw him walking earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Him walking out earlier today. He wasn't limping. I think he's probably okay. Let me find it. I saw it back here. All right, so here was, if you're worried about AJ Brown, right? Here's AJ. Here's AJ coming out of practice today. He's not practicing, but he's there. And you watch how he's walking. He is not limping at all. Okay, he's walking without a limp. So to me, I think it's probably more precautionary than anything else. I mean, he don't look like he's having a problem walking. I've hurt my hamstring. I'm like, oh my God, I could barely walk. It don't look like that. So I think AJ is probably fine. It's probably precautionary, and just let it heal. Probably take a week. He's fine. We don't have to worry about AJ Brown. He's fine. He'll be fine. Doobie gifted 1 Philly 500 membership. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cook is cooking. He is. My dog's name is Anu, means Barrett and Shawnee. Cool until you write a news birthday on a calendar. Gotcha. 500 send greens to your mentally unstable, chronically delusional friend. More, I will. We'll see what crazy stuff he's talking about. We don't need any more injuries. Agreed. Elijah Cooks ran a 4.49 at 40. Did he? That's not bad. So pretty good speed, not blocking, not playing fast, but good enough. Well, when you're 6'4", 215, I'm perfectly okay with that 40. You know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, got to see how a guy plays. Sometimes they play faster or slower than what they run. They put AJ Bover. I think so too. I think so too. All right, guys. Well, listen, I need to get going. I'll be back at lunch to do a video. Hopefully, it'll be out by then. And I want to thank everybody for joining me and stuff. It's time to go to work and get the work day started. But thank you guys so much. Eagles practice is over. I'll be here again tomorrow morning for another practice. And then Wednesday will be a walkthrough. Then we got the game on Thursday. You guys have a great day. I will definitely be talking to you later. With that said, peace out. Bye.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over. It's over. This game is over. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the fantasy lamb. Trying to feed the fantasy lamb. You tried to feed the fantasy lamb. You tried to give it to C. Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking